What's up everybody, this is Hen here. In today's video I'm going to talk about transitions. First of all, I would like to say sorry about my hair.
Bruh.
You know, I'm here in isolation for over 1 month. I think I'm here in 34 days in my parents' house and I can't see my barber man. So I would like to say sorry for all my viewers who have to see this horror situation. Okay, let's go to business. In today's video, as I said, I'm going to talk about transitions. They are very popular in our videos. They make all our workflow moving that smoothly, and you can combine them in all sorts of ways. The transitions are very important, and it's very important to know how to use them in your videos. Basically, transition is the joining of two clips, and even with the cut in the middle, that's technically a transition. Whenever you see one clip moving towards to another clip in a different place or situation, that's called a transition. So in today's video, I'm going to present you 5 different transitions. The first transition is called the wipe transition. Whenever you see one clip move to the other, when it's like wiping out or from the top to the bottom, and you can see a lot of other ways in the wipe transitions as circles and linear wipe, stuff like that. So basically this is the wipe transitions. I don't like this one much. I'm using the wipe effect on a split screens, but I wouldn't use the wipe transition much in my video clips because I don't find that too useful. It's a little bit boring, I would say, but don't mark my words because is that still useful? The second transition I'm going to talk about is the crossfade, aka the dissolve. This transition basically is when you're seeing fogging or just fading out from one clip to the other. You can use this transition maybe to get more dreamy feel like or relaxing situation. In a good idea, I think how to use this transition is to make it a match cut. So for example, if someone is walking downwards the hall and he suddenly disappears, any dissolve effect, and you see then the hall is empty without a person. I hope I explain myself correctly because that sounds not too reasonable or makes any sense, but I hope I get my message. For the third transition is the match cut. The match cut is pretty simple one. You just need to understand how to use that. When you see 2 different clips using the same action as putting the glass on table in one scenario, in a different scenario, when they both put the glass on the table, you just make the cut, make the transition. So if you want to use like maybe a bad guy who is drinking his glass of wine, and then he put down the glass of wine, and then the good guy in the movie he's take down his beer glass. So the same action, just different clips. This one is the match cut. Make your transition from one scenario to another area, and it just fits right. The fourth transition is called the mask. You can use mask in editing process in so many ways. I mean, so many ways. And one of them is transition. I really like to use mask transition in my videos. Basically, the mask transition is whenever a subject blocking your camera and then you need to surpass this subject with your camera. Then this subject is your mask, and this is how your next video reveals from the subject. In the mask transition, you really need to plan your transition. You really need to plan your shots actually, more than transition. You just need to know that, okay, in this situation, I'm going to put the mask transition. There's a lot of times that I'm filming something and then I see a tree, so I take that tree as the subject who is going to block my camera, and then I'm just going to draw a mask on that tree and reveal the next clip. That could be very nice. Sometimes I had a person who just walked through my camera while I was shooting some views or something like that, and actually it went very good because I just draw a mask on that person who just blocked my camera, and voila, I have a nice transition to my next video clip. The fifth and last transition is the whip camera. This transition is no doubt my favorite one. I really like to use the whip camera. There's not much to do in the post-production for this effect. This is almost all in camera effect. So basically you just need to take from shooting from left to the right, and when you finish your clip you just need to whip the camera. So whenever you're just shooting and then whip the camera to the right. Then whenever you finish your movement with the whipping to the right, you need to understand that your next shot need to be made from the left to the right. So you need to continue the movement from whenever you finish to the right side and start from the left to the right again. And the same thing from the top to the bottom. If I just shoot from the top to the bottom and whipping to the bottom, I need to start my next shot from the top. And this is the same for any other angles, right? So a small tip for the whip camera. You can lower your shutter speed and then you're gonna get a little bit of blurry footage for your camera, and it will make more simple to get the blurry effect. However, you can keep your doubling your shutter speed for your frame per second rule and not touch the shutter speed and just put a little bit effect of blurry in the post-production. So guys, that was my 5 transitions for you today, and a little bit of small tip for me to you guys about transitions. Plan your transitions. It's very important to know what transition is going to be here and what transition is going to be made in that. It's very important to know what you're going to do in the transitions. You can just take all your video clips, shooting all the video clips. If you wanted to do like a whip camera, okay? So you're shooting from left to the right, and then your next shot going to be from the right to the left. That's not gonna work. You have to plan your transitions. It's very important. You can write it down. If you think that you can manage that, so just don't write it down and remember what you're going to do. Okay guys, I hope you have fun from my video for today, and I hope I taught you something. So go out, make some videos, go create, use transitions. I hope I'm going to see you in my next videos, and if you like my video, leave a comment and like the button, and I hope I'm going to see you next time.